This is not a typical YouTube video. This is not even a how-to video. This is just a video of me sharing our story about moving back to India. I believe that no two stories are the same, as they shouldn't be. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Prerna. May of 2021 is quite special for us because we are celebrating 2 years of moving back to India, to Pune from the US. I wanted to do something special about our 2-year anniversary, and here I am with a mini series sharing my story about our move to India. And when we moved to India in May of 2019, we moved as a family of 4. Me, my husband, our 2 kids, one 5.5 years old at that time and an almost 2 years old. We had lived in the US for 11-12 years and my husband for a longer duration because he also did his masters there. And we moved to Pune in May of 2019. In this video, I'm going to mention 3 reasons of why we decided to move back to India. So stay tuned. Moving back to India was always the plan since we got married, but we never found the right trigger to work on our decision. So as I said, my husband and I had decided to move back to India as when we got married. The reason was that none of our extended family members lived in the US. Of course, people had traveled for work and for higher education, but they all moved back as soon as their studies, as soon as their projects were over. So there was no other option. We had always decided that we'll move back. But as they say, life happened, as it happens to most of us. We got married, I went there, I had fun enjoying doing nothing in the first 1 year, but then I was so bored that I thought, चलो पढ़ाई करते हैं पर अभी घर पे नहीं बैठना है. So I did my masters for 2 years, then got an internship. My internship changed into a full-time job. Then I started working, thought कि चलो थोड़ा job experience ले लेते हैं. After that, we were expecting our first child. And during all these years of living in the US, we had built a beautiful circle for us, for friends, for socializing. I am deeply interested in the arts, so I had found some drama circles, some circles who do short films and plays. So all of this was also ongoing while we were living there. Took a few months break after our first child was born, and again life began at its fast pace as it was earlier. So there was no thought about working on our decision or even thinking that this is what we had decided. So everything was going great until 2017 when I was expecting my second child. So in 2017 I felt quite sick. So sick that we couldn't take care of everything by ourselves. So my mom had to be called from India on a week's notice to come there to the US to take care of us and our family. Of course, we had a lot of friends in the US, but we didn't reach out to them thinking that we had experienced the US life. So we didn't want to burden them with extra activities, with extra things for us, because we knew how the life is. Typically, both the parents are working. Typically, everybody has 2 kids. Then taking them for extracurriculars, extra activities, sports, weekend plans, grocery shopping is already a lot for people living in the US, and we knew that, and we didn't want to burden them with our things. And secondly, you know how they say sometimes when you are in deep shit, you don't know how bad it is until after you're out of it. So we didn't think of reaching out to other people for help at that time. My mom traveled to the US to take care of us, and after her, my in-laws came, and again after the baby was born, my parents came again. During my sickness, we thought that if this were to happen in Pune, we would have gotten a lot more help because many of my relatives live in Pune. It's quite within reach for my parents and my in-laws, and things would have been better and we wouldn't have had to fight this by ourselves, mostly by my husband because I was sick and I wasn't capable of doing much at that time. So it was mostly my husband taking care of everything, and it was pretty hard for us, with our 2 jobs, with 1 kid and second on the way, and the sickness. When my parents came and my in-laws came to the US, we shared with them about what we were thinking about perhaps wanting to move to India. And they were exhilarated to listen to that. Until then, none of the set of parents had told us or shared with us that they would love for us to move back to India and spend more time with us. But listening to what we had to share, they both set of parents were very excited. Seeing their reaction almost made our decision and we almost made up our minds कि we have to start thinking seriously about it. Anyway, after my sickness, we were quite mentally checked out of the life there, just being by ourselves, doing everything by ourselves. So we thought कि चलो चलते हैं, and that's how we decided. Now, on a side note, since moving back was always the plan, we had talked to a lot of senior people or people who had lived in the US for a longer duration. So we asked everybody, and most of them shared that they also wanted to move back to India, and staying back in the US was never their plan as well, just that they didn't find the right trigger. And this was a trigger for us, and we decided कि चलो चलते हैं. Also, somebody we had talked to in the past had mentioned that moving back to India with children 5 years of age or under 5 years of age is a better idea because they get used to life in India pretty quickly, and that was somewhere etched in our heads. So when it was time to move back, that was another consideration, that our kids, the first one, the elder one, was around that age group at that time. If you're listening to this and if you're considering a move back to India, and if your kids are above 5 years of age or even in the higher grades, maybe 6th, 7th, 8th, you don't have to panic, because I myself know so many success stories where people have moved with kids 12, 13, 14, 15 years of age. So just because your kids are not 5 years and under doesn't mean you cannot make that move. Again, you have to write your own story. This is just my story I'm sharing with you all. The second reason we considered moving back to India is for our earlier generation. So we all know that our parents are growing old, and everybody who lives far from their parents in the US, in any other country, this is always in the back of everybody's minds. We keep on thinking our parents are growing old. What if they need them? Will I be able to reach them in time when they need us? I hope they'll be okay by themselves. And all these things. I won't reiterate these because everybody feels these, and this is in the back of everybody's minds. Of course, we also felt these things, and apart from that, the travel from India to the US was not so difficult for my parents because the journey was from Nagpur all the way to the US. It was pretty long journey for them. Both the set of parents had made pretty clear that we won't be able to visit every year in every summer or just for fun. They said that we'll come only if there's an urgent need, but then आजकल सहन नहीं होता है. We craved for their company and they craved for our company too, because being working people, the two of us, my husband and I, we couldn't travel to India every year. We traveled once in 2 years. We tried to travel once in 2 years. The third reason we considered moving back to India was for the next generation. I'm very close to my elder brother and quite close to all of my cousins. And this is not because we are siblings and because we are cousins. It's because we have spent a considerable amount of quality time with everybody in summer holidays, watching movies, doing masti, eating ice creams, and doing whatever little kids do. So we have a very strong bond with all my cousins. Now, in my son's case, we saw that missing with my nephew, my sister-in-law's son and my brother's son, because we didn't live together. My sister-in-law lives elsewhere, my brother lives in India, and we lived in the US. And of course, we got to spend time only when we came to India or on phone, which I don't think is a quality time spent. The 2 times he came to India before his final move, that was the only time he spent with his cousin. And we saw that bonding lacking. My son didn't even know most of our relatives, apart from the dada, dadi, nana, nani, mama, mami. So we found that lack of bonding between relatives and between cousins, more importantly, pretty lacking, and that didn't sit quite well with me and my husband. We have a great set of cousins, both of us, and siblings, and we share this bond because we spent that time together. So just because my son has cousins, he wouldn't automatically be close to them without spending that time. We thought that after we go, one day the cousins, the people of his age, will be his pack, and then there should be a nice bonding between them. So for their sake, we should consider moving back to India. To summarize, these are the 3 reasons why we decided to move to India. Again, this is our story, and your reasons could be completely different. But just to reiterate, moving back was always our plan because none of our family members lived in the US. and we didn't find the right trigger until I was sick. Secondly, we moved for the previous generation because we were constantly worried about our parents and we didn't get their company enough and we craved for their company. After we returned, we get to spend more time with them. Thirdly, for our next generation, I am so tempted to share bonding stories with them. Both my kids now know so many of our relatives, have great bonding with their cousins, with their mama, mommy, and everybody. It's beautiful to see this bonding being built. So we also had heard of stories where people had moved to India. Some people of our age, some people maybe older who had kids of in their teens or maybe in their 20s. People had moved after selling all their property, all their stuff, all their cars, and they did try to live in India, but we had heard stories where they did come back after 5-6 months or 1 year also. My husband and I talked about this at length, and we discussed that this might happen to us. Who knows? Some people make the decision, go to India, make that big move, and for whatever reason, it doesn't suit them and they are not happy there. And the reasons could differ for every person. And we thought that we don't want to regret after 10 years or at the end of our lives thinking शायद हम भी चले जाते तो ठीक ही होता, इंडिया में एक लाइफ होता. And especially looking at somebody else's success story of moving to India and settling down beautifully in India, we didn't want to have that after a few years. So we decided, chalo, we'll try it ourselves. We'll see how it goes, and we still have an open mind. Who knows, after a few years our priorities will change and we'll think maybe we should go back, and we will go back. We'll find a way to go back. We don't have any plans as yet, but that was the discussion and that was what we considered. We thought right now our priorities are aligned with moving back to India to be with our people. So these were all the reasons why we decided to move back to India. Thank you so much for giving me a patient ear. In the next video, I'm going to talk about what we did after the decision was finally made. So until then, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I'll be happy to read them. And if you have any questions, even if they didn't apply to me, I'll try my best to figure out and get you responses from my friends. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.